I'm in the middle of the projects with my gun in my hand. Most don't have a choice, so we choose to take a chance. Gambling, what you gonna do when it's time to feed your family? You gon' go handle it by gambling, we gambling.
Before Rod Wave would team up with YNW Melly, Gloknine, MoneyBagg Yo, and his childhood idol Kevin Gates on tracks like Cuban Links and Titanic. Before Rod Wave would clock in over 500,000 followers on Instagram, nearly 60,000 followers on SoundCloud, and 300,000 subscribers on YouTube at the time of this recording.
Hey man, Rod Wave, RODWAVE on Instagram, SoundCloud, man, I see.
Before signing with Alamo Records.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, just like the other day, bro, I was just a fan of music, bro. Now I'm just backstage with these, bro. That's crazy ass feeling, bro.
Rod Wave has been singing since the 5th grade, but he never thought he would actually have a career in music. Now, Rod is a self-described extremely shy guy.
Yeah, I'm very terrible at communication. Like, I can't talk with people. You know what I'm saying? Just the slightest thing. You feel me?
Yeah. And he was never even on Instagram or Facebook, and he was reluctant to jump into the rap game. In fact, he told XXL, "Before I had this, I had a regular life, getting up, doing what I needed to do to put some money in my pocket. But now that I'm in the music business, you have to make all this noise to get attention. It ain't me. I'm just like you. I'm a regular person who just makes nice music." After a few stints in juvenile detention centers and serving house arrest, well, Rod Wave, he decided he had to turn his life around and give his God-given talents a real shot. Now, he also got some help from his pops when he got out of prison, who bought him his first microphone. Also his brother, who gifted him a computer so he could produce his earliest work. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden back at it with another Before They Were Famous on a new artist who's about to blow up named Rod Wave. Now, we got a few other artists on the come up that we'll be bringing you guys in the future, like Happy Birthday Calvin. But I need you guys to keep the suggestions rolling in for who I should do next. You can hit me up in the DMs on Instagram or Twitter at McCruddenM, and as always in the comments down below. Oh yeah, one more thing. This came in the mail yesterday from my good friends over at 6Buzz TV. I have no idea what's inside. Really nice box. Dope! Some new merch. All right, I'll be wearing this after the intro. Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom!
I used to be scared to put out my music, you feel me? So my homeboy was like, bro, you need to put this out and drop it, bro. I'm like, bro, if you want to put it out, go ahead. I used to record everything at his house. So one day I came back to school and it was like, Rod Wave, you know what I'm saying? So I looked it up and he uploaded my song as under Rod Wave, so my name was just given to me.
Rod Wave was born Rodarius Marcel Green on August 27th, 1999 in St. Petersburg, Florida.
St. Pete, like, it's different than anywhere I done ever been, you feel me? So just coming up in it, you feel me, kind of made me different, you know what I'm saying? When I go around people, you feel me, I'm different, I talk different, you feel me, I say stuff different.
Now, a little backstory on St. Pete's. It's been nicknamed the Sunshine City, having won the Guinness World Record for logging the most consecutive days of sunshine. Sounds like a pleasant place, but it turns out it's not. Now, his parents separated when he was in elementary school, but they lived in close quarters to one another on the same block. Now, his grandma, she also played a role in his life, and she seemed to call him by a weird nickname. I think it's Booby. Now, during his younger years, money was good as his dad kept food and clothing coming in because his dad was a bit of an entrepreneur working the streets of St. Pete's. I didn't mean for that to rhyme.
At first, like, when I was a jit, like, no, I was straight, because my dad was, like, you know, some real street things, so everything was just peaches and cream, you know what I'm saying? He had the money and shit, so, you know what I'm saying, he kept us, you know what I'm saying, we didn't really have to go through no shit.
Now, his dad got locked up for 6 years, and his family, they had to move. This also resulted in him getting split up from living with his big brother. Now, during this time, his grandma and his uncle, they stepped in to help out, but then he too got locked up. Now, from there on out, well, Rod, he found himself the only man surrounded by female figures, and he turned to hustling on the streets himself to make some money. Now, speaking with DJ Small Eyes, well, Rod, he was a little disenfranchised with his future prospects being in St. Pete's.
You know what I'm saying? I know I can't go off to school and do this because people who go off to school and go to college come back to the city and be fucked up. And then all the people I came up around, they sold dope, played in the street, and them boys went to jail. You know what I'm saying? Them boys passed away.
While attending Lakewood High School, he began selling drugs, breaking into cars, robbing houses, and the likes. Now, eventually the law, it would catch up with him as well, and he was in and out of juvenile detention centers. Now, he picked up charges including armed robbery and carrying a concealed weapon, which turns out it was just a pellet gun. According to local reports, there was a photo on social media of Rod holding a weapon, which was then brought to the attention of a teacher. She then contacted officers on campus. They located Rod before he was boarding his bus to go home, and they found a pellet gun in his backpack. Now this stint, it caught him some time in a juvenile detention center and then some time on house arrest.
Damn, but I'm trying to get right, boy. Just 600, I'll be straight for school clothes. Probably give my mama a little something. So when Pops was gone, like, I definitely got into it. It was just the people I was hanging around, you know what I'm saying?
He would also get some views online for more positive reasons, like his peers posting the odd video of him singing.
Gambling, gambling, gambling. Hey, it's hard to focus on your grind, cause you got everything on the line. You gambling.
The music had always been a big part of Rod Wave's life. He started singing in the 5th grade, and he was encouraged by his big brother to keep at it.
When I was a kid, my brother really wanted to be a rapper, you know what I'm saying? But he found out I could sing and shit. So when I was like 4th, 5th grade, like that nigga used to write songs and shit all day. And then like he'll come to me and be like, hey, sing this part. You know what I'm saying? So as I got, you know what I'm saying? So as I got older, you feel me? The shit kind of just stuck with me, like writing music, doing music, rehearsing music.
His favorite album growing up was Kanye West's College Dropout, and speaking on this, he told XXL, he wasn't trying to be something he wasn't, it was like a breath of fresh air. It wasn't murder, murder, kill, kill, he was talking about something else. He also listened to a lot of Boosie and Kevin Gates.
I was, they had this app, and I was trying to find a Boosie song, and him and Boosie had a song on there. And I heard this, if you getting the way, I will not I said, who the f is this? So I looked him up, and I heard that interesting lifestyle of the rich and famous for Tennessee. Yeah. I got this for gripping bangers. I said, who the f is this? I was in 8th grade, bro. Huh. So ever since then, I've been listening to this since 8th grade.
Now him and his father, they stayed in contact while he did his time in jail. Now knowing the realities of prison and that his son had some serious talent, well, he bought his son a microphone when he got out. Now his big bro, he also chipped in, giving him a computer that he had found. But when he says found, I'm guessing it was stolen. Using this starter level setup to record, well, Rod, he made music for fun, not thinking much would come of it, or that people would be so moved with what he had to say. Fast forward the clock to 2016, and his producer knew that they had something special, they just needed to share it with the world. Then finally, with Rod's blessing, well, he released his highly personal tracks online, which quickly began to pick up a local buzz. Things started off via word of mouth, but when people began playing his music outside of St. Petersburg, well, that's when Rod Wave knew that they were onto something big. Now his breakout single, Heartbreak Hotel, it was released near the end of 2016, and it picked up some serious plays on YouTube. It's now boasting over 1 million views.
I could talk about females and I could sing, you know what I'm saying, and then me switching up and stepping outside the box, what got me some momentum. So then once I got comfortable, I was like, I open up, you know what I'm saying, and show what I really could do, the better this shit to get for me.
Now other notable tracks include Think Too Much, Gambling, and Hunger Games. Now Hunger Games is also the name of his first mixtape, dropped near the end of 2016. Now from there, his popularity, it began to snowball, and he began doing local shows while getting booked in other cities in the US. In 2017, Rod, he released his next project, Rookie of the Year, which picked up traffic on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube. The success was enough to get the attention of Alamo Records, and big name collabs would soon follow. I mentioned these in the intro. We're talking YNW Melly, Gloknine, MoneyBagg Yo, and Kevin Gates, all of whom I've actually done a Before They Were Famous video on. This year, he also dropped his 3rd installment of his Hunger Games mixtape series, and he made the move to Atlanta, buying himself a new crib, and even bought a family member a new car.
Back in May, you performed at Rolling Loud in Miami. What was that experience like for you?
I ain't think I was I thought I was just gonna get up there to promote my music. Like I really had like people out there like, Broadway, you feel me?
He also performed at Rolling Loud and in his home state of Miami, and then when asked by XXL about his future and his inevitable blow up, well, he stated, I just love making music, bruh. The shit's going on and the music shit, this shit ain't gonna last too long. Popping perks every day gonna kill your ass, and going to the club every night gets tiring. But life comes with ups and downs, life comes with pain. That's what I give the people, what I go through. I really don't want to talk about none of that other shit. We talk about love, pain, everyday struggles, and I feel like that's gonna last the longest. Finally, he concluded with, next big N-word out the bottom. As for the rest of the story, well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see because this is Before They Were Famous. My name is Michael McCrudden, and we make all sorts of celebrity bios here for you on this channel. You guys gotta let us know who's next in the comments down below. You can find me on social media at McCruddenM. 6Buzz did, and then they gifted me this shirt. You can also go and follow them, but everyone's already following them. You know what I mean? Thanks 6Buzz for the merch. See you guys in another video.